Meaning of Life Research Project, Robert Dodson. What is the meaning of life? I will look over the 3 books of the wisdom literature in the Bible, in the New Testament of the Bible. 3 books of the wisdom literature from the New Testament: Proverbs, Job, Ecclesiastes. Proverbs broken into sections. 1. Poems on the way of the wisdom, chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 9, verse 18. 2. Proverbs of Solomon and other sayings of the wise, chapter 10, verse 1 through 29, 27. And 3. Closing material, chapter 30, verse 1 through chapter 31, verse 31. Theme of Proverbs: a wise person stores up for his children's and grandchildren. A wise person is careful with whom they associate with in life. A wise person helps the less fortunate than themselves. Meaning of life through Proverbs. The meaning of life through this wisdom literature is to live a life that will produce for the ongoing generations. Be careful with whom you associate with in life, especially the romantic company you keep. Don't look down on the poor, but take care of them. Job broken into sections. 1. Prologue, chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 2, verse 13. Job's monologue, chapter 3, verse 1 through 26. 3 cycles of speech, chapter 4, 1 to chapter 27, verse 23. 4. Poems of Wisdom, chapter 28, verses 1 through 28. 5. Job's monologue, chapter 29, verse 1 through chapter 31, verse 40. 6. Elijah's speech, chapter 32, 1 through 37, 24. God's speech, chapter 38, 1 through 42, verse 6. Epilogue, chapter 42, verse 7 through 17. Theme of Job: serve God through times of blessings and times of sorrow. Stay faithful to God when others are leading you astray, being thankful for the good things in life while you have them. Meaning of life through Job. The meaning of life through this wisdom literature is to live a life that shows future generations that you remain faithful through your entire life. Be careful with whom you listen to about spiritual matters, because they could lead you astray. Ecclesiastes broken into sections. Prologue, chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. 2. Various discourages, chapters 1, 12, verse 12 through 11, verse 6. Epilogue, chapter 11, verse 7 through chapter 12, verse 14. Themes of Ecclesiastes. Everything is meaningless. There is a season for everything that happens in your life. Meaning of life through Ecclesiastes. The meaning of life found through this wisdom literature is that everything is meaningless. There is a season for everything that happens in a person's life. The meaning of life through the 3 wisdom books are: finding the meaning of life through Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Job, in reference of meaning of life when you combine the wisdom literature together is to have a life of meaning. This can be accomplished by having a lifestyle that could be a blessing to your children and grandchildren, serving God in the times of blessing the same way you would during a time of sorrow. Realize that as a human being, we are not as important as sometimes we think that we are, and everyone will have their season of life to make the best of it.